Hello guys, welcome to another video. This is Stephen Black, Clairvoyant, if you haven't watched this before. Today, it is Sunday, and I'm going to tell you the date actually. It's Sunday the 20th, right, of October. And what I've been doing all day, I mean I've had a couple of hours gap here and there, but most of the day since this morning, I've been editing videos, and I've been cutting all the snippets of all of the shows that I've did this year. And I've put them all together for you all to watch. I want to really take yous, right, with no time limit, no time, like, usually when I'm editing videos, I try and compress them down to like 10 minutes, because that's all you're allowed on TikTok. Some of them, I've got no choice but to put them into part 1 and part 2s, but if I can get a full video in 10 minutes, I do it. But this video that I've made, right, is about 40 minutes long. It probably is going to end up being longer than that, actually, when I'm finished, because this is just the start of the video. I've done a lot of it up to now, but basically I want to take you on a bit of a journey, a little bit of an insight of, like, the journey that I've been on for, like, the last 10 years. And, like, all of the things what's happened to us, like, as in, like, being able to connect with people and give them validation, proof and evidence. I am going to do it a little bit back to front, purely because of the algorithm and people's attention spans, me included. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, like, and show you, like, loads of the shows that I've did this year that I've really, like, worked hard at and plucked up the courage to do, because I think any medium out there who is focused on doing shows will all tell you exactly the same thing, no matter what level they're at. It is absolutely nerve-wracking, because basically you cannot practice or rehearse what you're going to say to somebody that you don't know about somebody who no longer lives on the earth plane anymore, and in my case then draw them for them as well. You cannot, like, practice that. You're either going to get it for somebody or you're not. It's just, that's the way it is. It's clearly black and white. And it is nerve-wracking, because as much as, like, spirits always had me back and they've always, like, supported us and give us the validation that the people who have reads needed, you've still got that element of doubt there of, like, oh, I hope this makes sense to them. Because there's been, honestly, loads of times in shows where I've said, the last show I've just did, right, was up in concert, the Black Hill Comrades Club, right? And I read this girl, you're going to see the video, right? And I tell her loads of things about her granddad. I actually said her granddad's name, to which now I'm forgetting. But you'll see it on the video. I'm trying to think of his name as I'm talking, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep going. I think it was Kenneth. I could be wrong though. But anyway, I told her his name and stuff, and I said loads of different things, and I got a vision of our learning to drive in a white car. I mentioned it actually, and I mentioned a few other things, like, I don't know what it was, but they come over. It was lovely. The mum and daughter, Anne Marie, come over. That's the mum, and Kira at the end, like, not in the break, and they said to us, Steve, you know, we've just thought about what you'd said, and, like, Kira always had his medal, which was gold, and she had it in her pocket while she was doing her driving test. And she says, and I was learning to drive in a white car, and there was a load of other things, but because of the show was, like, full on, I can't remember. But she said in the interview, actually, you'll see, but she just said a load of things what, like, I'd said to her, but at the time, like, wasn't registering with her. But that happens to us more than you'd think. A lot of people I read, like, messages, or, I mean, I get it regularly, actually, like, where people messages and they'll say, Steve, you know, you said this, and this, and I've spoken to me nana, and you were right. I know I said no at the time, but I've went away and I've spoken to me nana, and she did used to work in a factory what made stuff for the war, whatever. Like, but obviously I used to get very disheartened, like, before. I used to be getting, oh God, like, what am I saying? It's obviously not making sense. But now I really trust spirit that much that when I've said things, and it's not in a delusional way, I just leave it with them. Because, like, honestly, the amount of times people messages is just, like, you know, afterwards you just think, well, there you gone. I mean, it is nice, and you're about to see anyway, all the videos of all the stuff that I've done. At the end of that, I'm gonna come back on and I'm gonna talk about some of the private readings what I've did for years, where people have put statuses up about the readings that they've had, but yous obviously haven't witnessed that because I never ever record private readings because they're private. Plus, I didn't like to hinder or like restrict any flow of connection. Like sometimes I think like there's been a few times I've tried to record private readings and it just didn't flow. I didn't know why, because in the shows they're like, as you're about to say, brilliant, but I never ever record private readings. Like, so if you ever booked in with me or you're thinking am I going to record them and put them up, I don't. Like, private readings are kept private and they're left private unless you put something up on like public media yourselves, then I may screenshot it if you tag us in it and I'll put it up on mine, but I'll never put anything up unless you put it up first. But I'll talk about that in the next bit. But have a watch of this first, and have a watch of it, like, because it is a fast flow of all the shows I've did this year, of all the snippets and stuff. As it gets near the end, I do put like longer full readings in, just because they're amazing, to be honest with you, and it's just validation for the person who had the reading. But there's a meaning behind all these. There's a meaning. Let's see if you can figure out the meaning, right? What I preach all the time, what's behind this video you're about to watch. But I'm not going to waffle on anymore, right? I'll catch you on the end of it and we'll talk about the next bit, right? So I hope you enjoy it. A bit like Wind Beneath Me Wings song. It's like she always looked up to you. Did you sing that song, did you? What, the Wind Beneath Me Wings? Not because you're singing it to us. You know, did you get married? You haven't been married 3 times, have you?
Yes.
What's 72 mean?
The year I was born.
You're the year you were born, 1972. I'm getting internal injuries with him. Would that make sense to you?
Totally.
Because I'm getting like internal injuries, bleeding and whatever else with him. I'm getting like as if there was some sort of accident or something, and then that's what inevitably killed him. That's what I feel like you're saying there is.
I'm going off everybody else. I'm to tell you what?
No, you didn't have to tell me. I mean, I know I drove on. You can just not tell us a single thing.
Right. Well, it was a car crash, yeah.
No, are you got a daughter of your own now? Like?
2, yeah.
2 daughters. Because he's saying like he's around you all the time. He's mentioning one of your daughters is like exactly like him, cheeky and jokey all the time, and just fucking always takes the piss out of you as if like he always has to have the last word, like she does over there. Does that make sense?
Totally. Yeah.
He never liked tattoos on lasses, like.
No, we didn't.
But you got one, didn't you? Where is it in your back?
Yes. No.
What is it, like a fibose or something like?
Yeah.
Who's Kenneth or Kenny? Is that his name? Kenneth. Oh, so do you believe us now after all that class? Oh, thank you. You've got a ring and put it on a chain.
Me?
You've got a ring on a chain. Give us a look. Is that the wedding ring?
Yeah, wedding ring. A wedding ring, yeah.
I wouldn't know that, would I? I wouldn't, no offence to you, I think it's lovely, but usually, no offence, didn't tell us the wrong way, but I would never have expected, like, that shows how close you are to her, but I would expect the lass, like, to be that, do you know what I mean? And I'm not knocking you for it, I think it's lovely, I'm sure you all agree.
This is what I found fascinating. I mean, even he mentioned a wedding ring on a chain.
Yeah.
And
Which, as you can see, or anybody can see, I wear my mum's wedding ring round my neck. So I just think it's just a lot of the things he said, there's just nobody would ever know that.
Holidays, like your holidays when you were younger. I keep wanting to see a Bella Medina. Just call it Steve, not Paul, because I get embarrassed.
That was the first holiday together.
Stick the mic next to your mouth.
That was the first holiday together.
Bella Medina.
Yeah.
You went along some marina. There's
That's
there's arches or something, and you used to go for meals there, and
That's right.
you know, have a bit neck on and that. You know what I mean?
he was here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. The bit about the 15th was his birthday. The bit about Ben and Medina, that was our first holiday together. The bit about the boat, he bought a boat and put it in the garden and he ended up putting soil and all wee knickknacks, things and everything in it. They were married for 38 years, been together for 43 years. Evan right to a T was spot on. The way he dressed, that was always the way he dressed. He wouldn't go out and buy new clothes or anything like that.
I don't know if you were just sitting holding him or something, like when he died or something, you just stand there like we're hugging him, like keep saying no, no, no until the ambulance come or something.
He died just before the got here, but yeah.
He died in your arms, he said?
He
He said he died in your arms?
He did.
Well, you're sitting on the floor.
He was on the toilet.
Like, because he said he died in your arms, and you were like so scared. And he said everything's alright over there, he's happy. Didn't he think that he's in some dark abyss? He's just with his family to come from him.
Good.
Why is he showing his coins flying about the house all the time?
He used to play with the bands and put coins under cups and move them about. And there was always...
Money like 5 pences and 10 like pences and things.
He used to stick them to the bottom of the cup and pretend they're eating.
Disappear them like a magic trick.
Like
Oh, Jasmine, I couldn't hear you because the mic wasn't working. I haven't got close enough. So this was your mum's brother?
Yeah.
Was he quite like a lovely bloke or tough?
Yeah.
Like he was known for being like,
Yeah.
you know, like that type of person. I don't know if he's got kids as well. Like so that had fell out, one of them must have fell out with him or something. I didn't speak, I don't know if it was a girl. But like I feel as if he's saying he's got kids and like just tell them that he's sorry that he's sorry that he caused the pain. But like it was his choice. You know what I mean? Like and there was something about the weapon. Did he have a dog?
Yeah, the dog died the same day as him.
The dog died the same day as him. I'm really confused with your family. It's like long lost families, isn't it? Well, she got brought up by Nana, and his son got brought up by the woman down the street.
I didn't get brought up by me, Nana.
Did you? And Harold shaping up the road, I don't know why. But he brought like me up as well. It was crazy world. Because there was a lot of bad things happening to him in the past, you know, like you know, himself and they kind of did it. Right. Which is why he ended up slowly not being bothered anymore. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
All of it.
Right. What's your name?
Krisha.
Krishna or Krishna?
Krisha with a K.
Yeah, I've never heard that name before, it's a nice name. And you're?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Well, I'm going to leave this love with you, right? So thank you. Right, what's your name, sorry? Nigel. Nigel, was his mum like? Again, I get like, she wasn't just your mum, she was like your mate, do you know what I mean? Sorry?
Best friend. She knew everything about us and everything.
Are you got sisters as well, you?
Two sisters.
Two sisters. Did you flip your lid like? In the hospital or something?
Trying to commit suicide.
You tried to commit suicide? No, because she's saying that you flipped your lid in the hospital and she's saying like you went off it. Like really bad, and she says like she's glad that you're now finally coming to terms with it because it was horrendous. She's saying it was horrendous, like how bad, like you couldn't handle her dying, you know what I mean? And you flipped your lid in the hospital, you tried to commit suicide. Are you close more to one sister than the other now? No, because she's mentioning about like she's pleased that you're still like making effort with one of your sisters. Is she younger than you, your sister?
Yeah.
Aye, because I'm getting that you're being younger than you, but one of them you didn't see so much, but the other one you're still close to.
The other one lives in Manchester.
Oh, I'm getting a message, Alma. There's one that lives in Manchester, is that right? Yeah, very well. Good, isn't that?
I'm Blake, and this is Wall's End Labour Club. It's the Stephen Black Mediumship Show. You've had a reading tonight, which tell us all about it.
Blew us away, to be honest. Couple of things he said only a handful of people knew about. Me trying to commit suicide after my mum died. Nobody apart from the close family knew why I was in hospital. They all thought it was something else. My sisters, my relationship with my sisters, as I say, one of them lives away. I don't say her that much. The other one, she's been through a tough time recently. We nearly lost her, so I've become very close to her again. Everybody in the family used to always say I was the favourite out of everybody. As he said, I was the golden child. The exact words that my mum used to use. I feel as though my life's going to change from this moment on. Like, I really do. Something inside of us is just, I can't describe it. Like, I can feel around us now. You know, I feel at peace with how she's died. You know, we found out after she died that this had been there for a long time and she'd never told us. I'm just happy now, and I can go and tell my dad, who's been really struggling with my mum's loss. They were together from the age of 13. You know, nearly 60 years together and never had a day apart. And I can go now and I can sit him down and I can tell him my mum's all right.
So you're Danielle, yeah?
I am, yeah.
Is that mum's dad, the watch is true?
Yeah. Yes. My mum's.
So you know when I see it, mum's
Sorry,
side,
yes.
not dad's side, mum's side, it's mum's side.
Yeah.
So getting mum's side, took the mum's side, mum's dad. That's where I'm going with
Yeah,
that.
got you, yeah.
Everything was sweet and smelled roses with you, and you had until the grounds come along and then you got forgot about it.
It's sort of, yeah. Yeah, she was the apple of his eye then.
I feel like you sort of give him like a new life of being a parent again when you were a kid. Like, I feel like it's like...
Sorry, I'm sorry for swearing.
I didn't know you did swear, no, I was shocked.
Yeah, what you're saying is so accurate, yeah.
The second bite of apple, it was like a second dad sort of thing to you, if not like a proper dad, you know what I mean? And like, he knows that.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Because I just feel, I just get like a dad feeling with him, and he was proud of being like your dad in 17, you know what I mean? Because like, he wanted you to have that upbringing, like that good upbringing, what she had, you know? It didn't want you gone without that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I don't know if there was a brief. Did you go to college in uni, like?
I did, yeah.
Because he said he was so proud of you, like going and fulfilling your dreams and like not giving up, because there was a few times you wanted to give up.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And he's saying like he's so pleased that you went through. You must love animals and all, yeah, like
Love
yeah.
animals, yeah.
I don't know, did you move away as well? Like, when you were studying? You must have graduated up there.
I did.
And he travelled up?
A few times, yeah.
Because he's saying about the long drives coming up all the time to see you.
That's right, yeah.
Why did you always have a wrestling match when he was trying to give you money? Fuck me.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Like, he died a happy man. And he's pleased that he's had that chance to say goodbye to him as well. You know, he was pleased that he's had that chance because you knew, like, he would have went through that again for you to, like, say goodbye to him, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
He must have left you some money, like, did he?
He did.
She just passed that.
Yeah.
I see I'm confused here. Who was getting forgetful? Nana?
My mum, yeah. Mum first.
Now, did you still get the ashes?
We have, yeah.
Right next to each other?
Yes.
Because he's joking on saying I can't get rid of them. So, like, he's still, like, have you still got his L2s or something? Like?
Yeah.
Like those hammers and cranes and things like that. Because he's saying to get rid of them, they'll be worth some money. I hope that's like resonated with you, and I'm going to leave that over with you, alright? Thanks
so much.
So we've got
Danielle
and Jeanette. He's a mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Right. So what? Obviously, you've just had a reading tonight. What was the pinnacle point or the most significance? Like, what made you realise, without a shadow of a doubt, your granddad was like there, or your dad?
I think it was about wrestling over the money, because that was like a big thing with the money. You always tried to give us money, when you especially, and you would argue backwards and forwards, and you'd be like, just take it, you know. In the end, wouldn't he? And, you know.
Yeah. Because what's your name? Sorry.
Danielle. Go by Danny.
Danny, because Danny swore, didn't she? What she'll probably say on the video about the fact that, like, when I mentioned about them saying he couldn't believe he had to wrestle with you about giving you money all the time.
Yeah. It's like really, yeah.
And what else shocked you? What else, like, did you think?
So, like, small, but I think the small things really matter, really. I think it was when you mentioned the hammer. Like, we've just cleaned out a room, haven't we? But we're struggling to tidy the house out at the moment. And the first thing we saw was this hammer. She said, I'm keeping this hammer.
Still got his L2s or something?
Yeah.
Like those hammers and cranes and things like that.
So like something really, really small like that.
Which doesn't sound like really important.
To anybody else, it wouldn't mean anything, would it? You know,
absolutely.
What else was said? Because obviously there was a few other things, wasn't there, about like about you being at uni, and he was pleased that you succeeded.
And the graduation, the special thing at graduation.
Yeah. You said there was a special thing at graduation. He actually cheered at my graduation.
At the graduation, said, "Oh, you can only clap at certain times." And as soon as she came on the stage, my dad cheered, and that wasn't like him because he was a really quiet bloke.
Aye, he was proud.
Yeah.
No, so would you say without a shadow of a doubt that your granddad /dad was definitely here tonight?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm pleased. Well, thank you.
Yeah, if anybody we thought it would have been my mum because she was into all of this, wasn't she?
Aye. But just step back and let your dad come through.
And I think that was the shock itself because it was him, you know.
So have you enjoyed it then?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Well,
I just said to her, "Oh, we'll have to go and see him again."
Well, I'm pleased. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So anyway, it's Keegan, right, sorry. I'm getting in passing very quick, and he never had a chance to say goodbye to anyone, so I don't know, but I thought it was Keegan, you said Keegan. Is that right? Because I kept getting the key and everyone was Keegan, because they must know who he is, but I haven't got a clue. I'm not here to like map things up and fill your head with cartons, I'll tell you whatever I get. Then I got, what's your name, sorry? Joanne. He's saying you've got to stop. Like, I don't know, it's really getting to him. You've done everything you possibly could for him, you know. Like, you couldn't have been a better man for him, it wasn't your fault. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm going to cry myself, yeah. I'm going to cry myself. And stop boffing his t-shirts.
That's me.
But he's saying boffin. I've never heard that word for years. You know when you smell.
Basically stealing his t-shirts with like not even washing them.
Right. Is the kitchen like long?
Yeah.
Like a corridor kitchen?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you'll come in and there's a bench there with a boiler or whatever.
Yeah.
And the kettle's here and the window. And then you've got like a concrete like yard. Because he's taken us to the kitchen. But he used to be in there all the time. Did he used to go in with his mates or something? And
The only thing he does is go in the kitchen.
Well, he's taken us to this kitchen.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing burgundy red. I don't know if that's a kettle.
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
It really is. What do you hold in your bed or something?
The dog.
The dog?
That are named after him. Yeah.
Right. I didn't know it was a dog. I just got something fluffy, but I thought it was a pillow.
No, the dog.
Is it black?
Yes.
Because I see black.
Yeah.
The tattoo.
Yeah.
Did you just get it on your arm, like?
Yeah, she did.
I didn't know, mind.
Yeah.
Right, that's a tattoo. Is that like forever life or something?
Yeah. Infinity.
Why am I seeing a punching of the wall of a door? Is that what you did?
He always
did it all
punched
the
the
time.
walls. He always made holes in the
I've
walls.
got holes in my walls still.
But you didn't want to get like the walls fixed now.
Fixed it properly now.
So you want to put a frame around it, like as if it's like a picture
Yeah.
of his print.
Yeah.
I've never ever said in all the readings I've ever done in all my life, like, you know, I really haven't. Like, honestly, I haven't.
Yeah.
But he must have been well liked, didn't he? You know, he was funny. He used to always do his stupid dance, didn't he? Fuck's sake, what's my name?
Just like him.
Not because he's gone like that with his stupid dance with us. He's gone like that with us. Is that exactly what he did? Hold on, because the camera needs to see it. Hold on. So he used to go like that?
Yeah.
Like he'd walk in the kitchen and that, as if he'd won like a bet or something.
Yeah.
Like if he was gambling and he would get, I've won some money,
Yeah.
like he would do that. If there was out anyone was going to be digging and getting run for, it was him. And he just done the best he could. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm on a lady's love with you. Give this girl a round of applause. Thank you. She didn't want to come out for ages, did she?
No.
She said, were you in labour for like 18 hours or something?
Yeah, practically, yeah.
And you nearly had to get that to go open? Because the head was starting to get stuck. You've got a photo of her lying on your chest here.
Oh, no.
You're kissing on the head. Not because he's letting us know. He's letting me know that he was with you because you were talking to him saying, Dad, will you please make sure everything's alright? Because you were panicking really bad. He actually stopped you doing it if you wanted to.
He did, yeah. He did. He covered me head. Told us to stop.
Right, he's telling us. He's telling you you've got to stop it. It's freaking me out a bit. It's like I've never been freaked out as much as this sort of fairy dad's coming at us like really strong.
He was a strong person.
I feel like I want to cry actually. No, I do, honestly, I feel like it's just the love there for you and then the bond will always be there and he'll always be around you.
So I was Daddy's girl.
Everyone, I'm getting another message. We always Daddy's girl,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everyone's good, isn't it? No, I just feel like he's saying like, he wants to validate that he is still around you and he wants to let you know by letting you know about the band and stuff, that he was there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right, and that was definitely more true, like. Right, well I'm going to leave his love with you, right, thank you.
I've got no words really. It was absolutely amazing to know that my dad knows I've got a little girl here, and that he was there when I brought her into the world.
What stand out the most about your reading, your amazing reading?
Everything was bang on, everything, and I mean everything. There wasn't even nothing like wrong in any of it, what he said. Everything.
The drawing looked like your dad, and what Stephen gave from your dad to you was absolutely amazing, and I'm so chuffed. You've getting a bit of relief from your suffering?
I have, yeah, definitely.
The dancing again.
Oh God.
Just call us Steve. I get embarrassed when people call us God, you know. But you're laughing a lot, which is making me think that like I'm absolutely bang on the nail here, and you're like thinking.
The 14th as well.
What's the 14th like?
He's just out on the 14th of September.
Was that what I said over there? About
Yeah.
the 14? Right. Was his lungs filling up or something with fluid?
Yeah.
Because he's saying like he was struggling to breathe in the lungs, you know. Is there more work lasses than lads like?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know that neither, but like I think your dad used to just sit out the way, like when they come in and cause tell on or whatever, like when they were younger. Anyway, does that all make sense? Right, well I'm going to leave the love with you. What's your name again, sorry? Sandra. Well, thank you, Sandra. Give her a round of applause for that. Right, your name's Ian.
Yeah.
And you've lost your granddad, which was your mum's dad.
Yeah.
And he's mentioning about you need to set an example, like, for your son. That's what I feel like he's saying. Because I don't know if you're going a bit daft on weekends, and like...
Every weekend.
Something about 7, I don't know what the 7 is.
Well, it's coming up 7 years since my dad died.
Right. He must have had a canny fallout with your granddad, like.
Aye, he did.
Like, I feel your granddad could have a go for you at least, as well.
He locked him in a pub and hit him with a baseball bat.
I didn't get that, mind. I didn't get that. But I got to see he punched him.
He didn't like the man. He didn't get on.
Aye, well, I didn't know, honestly. What's the connection with Burley?
Burley? Well, that's where my brother and that was from. My dad used to come for drinks.
He's taking us to Burley, I didn't know. But you're not understanding that you're like pushing them away because you're scared of getting hurt. I'm sorry if it's upset you, you're going to make me cry in a minute. And he's saying, you're going to get hurt, you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to cause this because you're always getting paranoid and anyone who shows you affection or is close to you because you've been past pillar to post as a kid. You know what I mean? He's saying you've got to I want to cry myself. He's saying you've got to understand that like that's in the past now, and you've got a big heart, and people love you for who you are, not for like anything else, because you're constantly questioning like yourself all the time. And he's saying as well, these times when you got on saying you didn't want to be here, he would clip you on the back of the head. Like he's saying you've got a life to live and you need to live it. You alright? What happened with driving or something?
What, mate?
Did you get banned or something?
Aye. Yeah. Lost my licence for dangerous driving.
Because he's gone on about that. He must have nearly died as well, like.
You
didn't need to tell us, just listen, I'm not being rude, just have a listen.
No, you're right. Then my dad passed away and I went off the rails and I lost my licence. I was drink driving.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't understand how you know this, like.
Well, because your granddad's telling us. But I just feel like when I started trying for you straight away, I just got your granddad on your mum's side, and he was the rock of the family. And like, he doesn't want to see you going down this bad route anymore. Because the only person, you're hurting yourself all the time, he's saying, and it's like, it's got to stop. Because you just, well, I don't know, really, I'm going to tell you what he's saying. Stop being a f***ing. That's what he's saying to us. Stop it, because he loves you. Like, was he into all sorts, like betting on horses and
everything?
Because he's like, what's the matter? I just get him like saying like that, like, he used to always be a chancer. But he's saying didn't break the cycle, because you're going down the same road and it gets harder and harder.
You're 1,000,000% right there.
He's saying to me that he's ruined all of his connections and family and everything, and you were with your mum and like through drink.
Through drink,
But you're not just doing drink though, you're doing other stuff as well, he's saying, and it's making you drink more and you're worse. He's saying like you've got to like break it, because you've got people who look up there, you know. Does that make sense, right? Right, well I'm going to leave his love with you then, okay? Thank you. Cheers, guys. Hello guys, this is Stephen Black Clairvoyant. If you haven't watched this before, I'm the guy who does all the spiritual drawings, the spiritual art. And this next reading that you're going to watch was in Chesley Street Golf Club, and it was with the lovely lady called Ursula, which I really struggle to pronounce her name. But that's her name. Ursula. And in this reading, I bring our son through, who passed away very quickly, and she never had a chance to say goodbye to him, and he brings, well, crazy validation and letting her know that he's okay where he is and that he's still around her by the proof what she got. So, without further ado, have a watch. Right. I always like to be crystal clear when I read people, guys, right? Is everyone listening or not? It's Emma with her again, isn't it? Look at her. It's that one now with the hair up. Aye.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm just seeing if you've got COPD. I'm trying to help.
Oh, well, Matt's failed crap now. Cheers. You know what I mean?
Just since I'm a nurse, I might know me and he's got it, I can tell.
Bless her. I used to train her daughter, and I didn't know you lost your son. When I spoke to your daughter, when she messaged us, and she tell you, I thought it was her dad. She tell you that?
Yeah.
Aye, because I'm always honest with people, and I don't know how he passed neither.
No.
Right? But I didn't know after him, and I didn't know what he looked like. Right? But you've said it's your son.
Oh,
right? But I like to be honest with people. I'm not into doing any bullshit. Sorry, I'm swearing, but it's true. Now, the first thing I get from him is a feeling of apology, right? And I feel like he's saying to me, he knows years in you always stuck up for him. You always stood by his side, and you were the best mum he could have ever have had, because you'd never see any wrong. And then no matter what happened, if anyone was falling out with him, you know, and he's sorry, he's laughing, not he doesn't want to upset you. He's sorry that he can't give you the money back that you give him. Did you used to give him money on the sly and they want you, like?
It was on a piece of elastic. He would borrow it and then
get it back. But he must have had the last bit of elastic before he passed.
Yeah, he did.
Because he's saying, I feel his dad's took it really bad, but he bottles it up.
He does.
He's like acting like, you know, he's alright, and he's saying, well, you tell him he's alright wherever he is, because he's with his mum.
Yeah. The other picture might have been some nonna in Italy.
Nonna?
The other lady, the other picture.
I didn't know.
The further up on this bit could have been his.
But we'll have to have a look. But the feeling I'm getting with him now, I feel like it was his fault how he passed. To be fair.
Yeah. It was.
He's saying it was his own fault, and it wasn't the first time that he's tried to do it as well.
Yeah.
He's tried to do it about 3 times.
Yeah.
You know this.
Yeah.
And he did mean to do it like this time. And he doesn't regret what he's done, he just regrets the pain he's caused.
Yeah.
What's the balloon? Have you painted or drew on something?
I put on one of his balloons on his birthday. I put Daddy for his daughter.
Right. Is this recent?
Well, it was 2 years. He died 2 years ago. I did put something on balloon.
Well, I didn't know where he's gone with this, but was it like a helium balloon?
Yes.
Like with a foil or something?
Yeah.
Because it's not like just a normal balloon. I'm getting shown a helium metal foil type balloon, and you must have put something on.
I did.
And he's saying thank you for keeping his memory alive with his daughter as well.
That's right.
Because you must always talk about them. And does she sleep at yours or something?
Yeah.
And you always lie in bed and you'll talk about them and like being in the stars now. And
Constantly.
because he's saying that you'll always talk about what he used to do.
I do.
And I feel as if he's saying to us and all, like, you see him in her.
Completely.
Like, because your gun's on and you'll see he honest, like the things she does, like it's just him when he was little, it's as if he's
reincarnated.
Like reliving in like because she's just like him but in a female version.
Yeah.
He's pleased that you're having that connection, and he's pleased that things are still alright with the family. Because I feel the mum, it was hard.
Yeah.
And he's saying he's pleased that you've stepped in and helped so much, because he loved her. He didn't ever want to hurt her.
No.
He's still around, his dad, you know. He's saying that he needs to slow down though.
He does.
Because he's forcing himself to keep busy and doing things.
He is.
And he's running himself into an early grave because he can't face or talk about
He can't.
like what's happened, because he's an honourable. I don't know if it's an Italian thing,
It is.
but because I didn't know, but I feel like he's saying like he needs to just like realise that it wasn't his fault as well, because I feel as if his dad's like feeling as if he was too harsh with him, even though he mightn't have said, but he wasn't.
He wasn't at all.
No, well he's saying he wasn't. He's just saying it like you never knew how much he struggled.
Yeah.
You know, like he couldn't really see it. He struggled all the time. That's why he went to he must have took stuff and drank and went on stupid, because he's seeing that. Are you keeping all of his clothes for his daughter or something?
I've got a few things.
He's happy where he is now, because he's with the rest of the family.
Yeah.
He's with like great granddads. Was there like a big family on his dad's side, like 14 or something of them?
Massive.
Was there 7 of girls or something?
Could be, yeah.
Because he's seeing there's like loads of family there.
Yeah.
You know, they're all there with him, and they all were there waiting for him when he go over. Did you visit there just after Christmas?
We did this year.
What, after
But
Christmas?
this last year we went in New Year.
Right,
For the very
because
first time.
he's telling me that he was with yous
Right.
just after Christmas. Yous must have went over to Italy.
We did.
Because that's what I'm getting shown before you started telling us stuff. And he was there with yous, and he was pleased because you actually had a good time. You actually enjoyed it, and you had a good talk with the family.
Yeah.
You must have sat with different members of the family, and like you had like a good close like connection with them.
Yeah.
You must have had a couple of drinks and wines and then had a good chat.
Yeah, we did.
I keep getting shown like smashed tiles, like as if like a veranda or something. You just gone out for a meal.
Yeah.
And did you all have a good talk or something?
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, honest, hold on. I'm getting that you had pasta. And pizzas.
Yeah. Just a bit.
They would have knew that in Italy, would you? No, that's jokes aside. I just feel he keep wanting to let you know that he is happy where he is. There was something about a letter being wrote as well. For his funeral, and there was stuff put in his coffin and all.
Yeah,
was that off the burn?
Yeah.
Was it a picture she drew or something?
She did, yeah.
Because did you just put it on his chest?
I had.
Put the mic next to your beak.
Sorry, I had. He was a man of God in the end. He
Went to Christianity.
He went to Christianity when somebody gave him something, and he lost his life because of that, but he had psychosis, which is very bad. Anyway, I made them put, I didn't do it, but they put his Bible and his rosary beads and everything in his hands, and his hands crossed on his chest. So I made sure that they did that for him.
But this picture,
The picture that the little one drew for him.
and
yeah.
put with dad on it, or
She
two
did,
dad or
she
something.
did.
Was it blue?
Yeah,
Like blue marker?
yeah.
Because I'm seeing blue. I don't know if it was an animal or something, but she's putting two dad.
She'll put a soft toy, which was an ice cream, because they used to go for ice cream.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, she put that in as well.
He was with you when you put them in as well, because he's shown us. He's just saying thank you. He's saying like thank you for doing and organising and sorting everything for him, even from the day he was born. And he never ever doubt he knows how much you loved him. Because you keep saying to him like when you're by yourself, like I do love you, you know, and like he knows how much you love him. He just wants you to start loving yourself and living your life again. You know? He's just so pleased that you've got that bond with your granddaughter though. Like at least he's left like something, do you know what I mean?
Him, yeah, definitely got him.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Right, well I'm going to leave a love with you. Right, thank you. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed that collage collection snippets of videos. I did start to put more full readings in near the end because there was just loads of information and validation that I'd give, and I'm sure you wanted to watch it, I hope. But that wasn't like how I started, as I said earlier in the video. How I started out was reading people privately, and it took me a long time. I mean years and years before I plucked up the courage to actually do like shows like as regular as what I do them now. Just my anxiety and like it was really, really bad, you know, and I done one or two shows and tried to build me courage up, and I just found it really hard. But people will keep asking and all the time, like, when are you gonna do a show? Are you gonna do a show here? Are you gonna do a show there? And then I thought, Steve, do you know, if you do a couple of shows, like, and just keep at it, you know, and I had a lot of support around us this time, with Blake and Lisa and other people, supporting us and pushing us and encouraging us, and it does make a massive difference. I mean, the nerves are still there, my anxiety's still there, and it'll never go, you know, because I'm starting to do like sort of bigger venues now and reading more people, but I just, as long as I know that I'm helping at least a few people in each show that I do, then it makes me happy. And like, I can come home and think, well, you know, I know that there's a few people tonight. I would love to be able to read each and every single person in that room, but it's impossible, you know, when you do shows. But I certainly try my utmost best to read as many people as I can, as you've just seen. But these are just some of the statuses which I've collected over the last few years of people who I've read, and they've so kindly and nicely put a status up, like how pleased they were with the readings and the drawings I did, which I get told quite a lot because I read people quite regularly, and they always say, like, you know, I hear it a couple of times a day, to be honest. Like, I've never heard of anyone doing spiritual art before and drawn like people's loved ones like you do on an iPad. But this is what I need to do for validation. I need proof and evidence as much as anybody else as well, you know, to be able to continue doing this. And this was what gave me like the push, the go ahead to do it. But have a look at some of these anyway, and I'll talk you through them. So Pamela Martin had a reading with us. She'd lost her mum, and you can pause this at any point you want and have a proper read of it. But it's basically saying, like, you know, how much it helped her. Joanne Jenkins. This was a crazy one because her mum actually used to live over the road of us. Helen Brown, she had an amazing reading. As you can see, the drawing's the same as Melanie Gorman. Really pleased with her reading. Elizabeth Todd, she had a reading. I believe it was a mum who came through. Sharon Ward, she had an amazing reading on Ray. The drawings were spot on. Because when you're doing the drawings, it's just the validation that I hope is what they need. Ross still follows me now, years later after his reading. I notice a lot of these people still watches, the same as Alana. Sarah, she had a, well, as you can see, you know, I mean, people don't just put statuses up for nothing, you know. Obviously, they're really, you know, pleased. I think it's the drawings more so what some of them, like, you know, is really took comfort from. Like Amy, who'd lost her sister. She's from Blythe or Cromlington way, I think. There's some people I can still remember reading, you know, just because of the validation, the proof, the same as Debbie Kane. She obviously loved her reading. She got everything she needed from it. I mean, there's a lot more. I mean, a lot more statuses. Lisa Marie Cook. I mean, you can see you can see that drawing there. It's just, you know, it's definitely him. Melanie Hobbs. She had a really good reading. Jackie Brightly Daly. Absolutely. You know, I mean, look at that one with Lucy. You know, look at that. You can see the eyes and everything, even the features. Lindsay Cutter. She says her mind was blown. Marie Payton, with Marie Maria. Gia Poland. She absolutely brilliant reading. And then we've got Jade Pillmore. She still follows us. She still follows us a lot as well. Vicky Stevenson, unbelievable reading from Stephen tonight. Loved every minute of it. So there you go, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. This is like basically like all of the videos, the snippets is what I've done in shows this year. Them recent like screenshots, which are not recent, but them screenshots are over the last few years of like private readings that I've done for people. It's just like, you know, when I'm live and like you get people coming onto me live and they'll say whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram or wherever, and they're like, see, oh, you're a charlatan or you're full of whatever, and you know, you're a liar, you're this, you're that, you're that. It's like when you've been on a journey, well, like you just have, watching all of the stuff that I've done for like total random people from all over the country. In fact, them screenshots are from some people from all over the world. And I'm doing it like time and time and time and time again. Like, I don't know what else I can possibly do. Like, to let people know, including yourselves who's watching, that your loved ones are around us all the time and that they're okay. You know, and if you ever want to know or ask whether you think they're doing okay wherever they are, which they're in spirit world with the rest of our families, like, ask yourself how you're doing, because that mirror reflection of how they're doing is going to be how you're doing, you know. And if you didn't believe us, I've said this time and time again, how would you feel if the time comes when we are not here, if you're seeing your sons, daughters, you know, grandsons, granddaughters, sisters, brothers, you know, whoever it is, if you're seeing them struggling and, you know, like really finding it hard losing you, it's not going to be like a walk in the park and a happy day, is it? So just remember, if you want your loved ones to be happy where they are, live your life, do all the things that you need to do and want to do without any guilt, because they will be watching you. And if they're not, can somebody please explain to me how I've just done what yous have just watched? How have I been able to give so much evidence, so much proof, validation, names, dates, times, how people have passed, you know, as you've just seen? I mean, even the colour of a kettle in a kitchen, you know, it shocks me as well. But how can I do all that? And how can I have as many followers as I've got watching me still after I've read them if there's not life after death? If our loved ones are not around us? Because that question I would love to be answered. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment, right, and a like, because your comments and likes make me realise that people are watching me videos, and it'll continue making more, right? Because if you know, if I know you're enjoying them, then I'll keep making them. But if people are not watching them, then there's no point. So make sure you give a bit of interaction and let us know what you think of the video. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.